It's the #1 e-beggar on the internet, Revelation News. I want to be the best e-beggar possible.
So, why do I make racist jokes? Well, I'm gonna be honest. Because I can.
Yo, 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 yo! Shanny been talking a lot of smack about your boy. So now it's time for them both to get owned. Shanny's a witch who got kicked from Twitch. She spent Rev's money when he was almost rich. She's 900 pounds of a reprobate whose god is oil called Delta 8. Shanny the Hut, my answer is no. Never show your money to that 5-cent hoe. You're nasty and trashy, you look like a booger. You 700-pound looking barracuda. Shanny got cancer, that's a bold-faced lie. You're breaking PA laws, making money off lies. Shanny's been dying for the last 10 years. Ain't nobody falling for those crocodile tears. Shanny, you're a con, a 6-foot whoopie. Ram kicker out, I'll buy you some cookies. Please take a shower, then get the weed. Go find a job and stop begging for weed. Then shut your mouth. I don't kiss butt cause you gave me a house. You beg for money just to get laid. Stop sleeping with Shanny before you get AIDS. Rev is a joke who's addicted to dope. He rather buy drugs than buy Shanny soap. You don't love Shanny, you don't love God. You lazy little boy who won't get a job. This is for Zach, Revelation News. Did you like jail cause you're going back soon for supporting a scam done by your hut who sold her body like a cheap slut? I don't play nice, but I do it sassy. We all know you ate that nasty, fat, nasty. She used you, Rev, and now you're broke. Now she begs you, man, to buy her smokes.
Talking about my wife. So, hey G-Man, what's up? It's Rev here. You know, I've been waiting for you. But anyway,
I was going to wait 2 days to do this particular video. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And I was going to wait a couple of days to do this, but I had to do this today. You want to know why? I'm on LoudMouthHussy's YouTube channel, and I want to show everybody something here. Sure, all of you can see this. See, the video I was going to respond to is no longer here. I can't find it. You know, I left a couple of comments on there. I said that he was bored. I said that he was, you know, I corrected him in one of his, actually, I laughed at him in one of his statements that he actually made. I guess somebody went to him in private and told him that he's a lying, you know, bearded lady, which he's going to get. Today, he's going to get G-smacked. He kind of had this come in. But anyway, he took down the video of all of the lies that he said, apparently, this morning. So, again, this is what we see here. But these are not the videos that I was planning on responding to. So, LoudMouthHussy, allow me to introduce you to something here. This is called the G-smack you're going to get today. Allow me to demonstrate. This is going to be your face, metaphorically speaking. And this is going to be my hand, metaphorically speaking. And some of the statements that you made today, then I'm going to, and I'm going to fact check all of this and let everybody hear it for themselves. Problem is, you took down the video, so that's not my problem, Hussy. And if you try to edit it or whatever, I'm not the only person that saw the video. So I'm just going to put that out there. You said a couple of things in this video, Hussy, that I want to respond to. But I do have a video I do want to respond to. Some things that was said on your YouTube channel. And for what I understand, Hussy, is you've been in court with many different people on here. And you won all your cases. First of all, allow me to give you a congratulations. sir, for all of the court cases that you won against the people that you took to court. Let me just do this here for you real quick. I'm a fair guy. Let me do it for you again. You keep running your mouth, sir. This is going to be the first one you're going to lose, okay? And you're going to lose badly. Allow me, now this one I'm going to be kind of serious a little bit, guys, but after a little bit, I'm going to get goofy and humiliate him in a minute. And he's not going to like it. So he said some stupid stuff on his channel. And Hussy, by the way, Hussy, request a link and you can get this done in real time. You want to start with me? You want to get my attention? You want to get me talking about you? Fine. No problem. Bring your punk, lazy, gossiping, don't know what you're talking about, Rudy Poo candy butt in this room and face the final boss in this room today. Okay? Just ask for the link. See, I went to your channel. I went to your channel and I dealt with you like a man. Why don't you come in here as a half a man with your little wig and your little lipstick? You know what I mean? Leave the village for a little bit. Come in here just for 5 or 10 minutes and come take this beating like a man. Okay, because that's what's going to ultimately happen. Because you said some stuff on your channel that I would like to address with you, sir. Because out of everybody in this community who heard about Shani and Rev, I can tell you know the absolute least about my history with them. You know little to nothing. And yet you got on here and you just the way you can just freely say stuff in ignorance is absolutely amazing. With some of the stuff that you said on your channel, legal stuff that you actually got into. You got into some legal stuff on your channel, like you're some type of lawyer or a judge or something like that. And I would like to address some of the things that you said on your channel. I said on this channel that this is going to be the channel that I'm going to use, and I'm going to be dealing with people on these serious matters. As a matter of fact, hold on a minute. I'm a little curious about something here. This is sewing and reaping, right? I didn't do this on G-Man again, did I? Okay, cool. Okay, so let's actually deal with one of the things that you said. Now, like I said, I would let you all hear it, but I'm not the coward that took it down for my channel. I'm not the coward after I left a comment that put it on private or unlisted or whatever he did because he didn't want me to talk about what he actually said. You know what I mean? So I want to show everybody Hussy's channel again. Just give me a second here.
He told me.
Okay, hold on a minute. That's a different video from a day ago. Let me see. This I don't play this mess when people start saying this kind of stuff to me and they can't prove it. You know what I mean? So Hussy's going to get his feelings hurt here today because he got me mixed up with some other YouTubers on here. So again, he took down the video, and I believe the video was the one when I talked about Shani and what she needed to do in order to get her life and everything together. Like I said, sadly enough, it's not on here. This is his channel. It's not on here. I looked on my comments here, and it's not on here. Can't find it. What happened to the video? Only the content creator could take that video down. Hussy, you said something in that video that I want to address. You was asking people and wondering whether or not I was in contact with Revelation News, with Jason, whether or not I was actually in contact with him. First of all, Hussy, two things. If I was in contact with Jason, unless he says something, that's the only way you're going to find out. That's number one. And number two, if it's not happening, I'm not in contact with him. I'm not on the phone with him. We're not having secret conversations because you all know this guy can't keep a secret if it smacked him in the face and gave him $1 million. He couldn't. The guy can't keep a secret. So if I was in contact with Rev, everybody would know because this buffoon would tell everybody. Okay? So no, I'm not in cahoots with Rev. I'm not contacting him. But if I did, it's none of your business. But let's get into this here for a minute. You said something very interesting. You said that I would only want to contact him because he was coming into money. That's what you said. That's what you said. And I think that's one of the reasons why you took your video down, because you know how stupid you was going to look in a minute. That the only reason I wanted to contact this guy is because he had money. and I wasn't going to get no house according to you. That's what you were saying, right? That's what you said. You said that I wanted to contact him because he was coming into money. This is the difference between me dealing with an informed person who knows about this topic versus a person who's not informed. A buffoon, a moron, an ignorant person who doesn't know what they're talking about. And that would be you, Hussy. That would be you. Then you want to know why I can't find a Christian girlfriend? Listen to me, sir. Before I get on with this G-smack and everything and whatnot and hit you with some logic, before I do that, I understand that you don't have no job, you have no career, you have nothing going on for you whatsoever. I get that. I understand that, sir. But to sit around gossiping about little old me, that's not necessarily healthy for you. Because then I'm going to learn about it. And if I think you said enough stuff in it, and I think you're worth my time, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to finish you. And ain't going to be no, G-man, that was weak and all that. I'm going to finish you. You still butthurt over what I did on your YouTube channel when I made you look stupid and I showed everybody, while logically speaking, that argument that you made on there where G-man didn't do enough, you look stupid on there. Well, I'm going to hurt your feelings right now. You see, if your channel wasn't just predicated upon Shani and Rev 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because you ain't got nothing else to talk about, and you didn't need to create drama in order to be relevant on here, you wouldn't have to get on here and look stupid and make stuff up about me. So, the only reason I want to contact Jason is because he's coming into money, huh? Let me educate you on some history between myself and Jason and Shannon so that you can understand this. By the way, everything I'm saying right now can be backed up on the Fat Courtney Love YouTube channel and the Fundy Archive. The Fundy Archive and Fat Courtney Love's YouTube channel. I am not going to play the videos on here for the 100th time again. That gets boring after a while. There's no creativity in that. There's nothing in it whatsoever. But go look it up. They were living in Boulder, Colorado. They thought they were rich, and we were enemies. Think about what you're saying in a minute. One reason he wants to be friends with him or want to contact him because he wants to get his money. Oh, yeah, I want his welfare check. I definitely want his welfare check. I definitely want his welfare check. I couldn't wait till I was done working to be able to get on here and lay off the smacketh down all over your cottage cheese confused behind. And you're very confused, sir, in more ways than one, if you know what I mean. And I'm going to get away with saying this stuff to you, Hussy. You want to know why? Because you ain't got the talent, the skill, or even the utter ponage to be able to deal with a person like me. I know the law just like you. And the beautiful thing, sir, unlike these other YouTubers, I'm your neighbor. I'm right across the Hudson River. Okay? I know how to get to Chinatown. I know how to get to New York. I know how to get to the village. I can get on the PAC train. As a matter of fact, that sounds like a future video. Oh, don't worry, sir. I won't come anywhere near your neighborhood. I don't want to go there's too many confused people that live over there. I don't want to go anywhere near your world or your neighborhood, sir. I don't want to go anywhere near your neighborhood, sir. Anywhere near it. Nowhere near it. I used to go to a church. What was that on 17th Street? I used to go to a church called Mount Zion. And when you can unglue your butt from the couch, you can go walk over there and stop playing video games and gossiping about people. You can go over there and confirm that there's a church over there called Mount Zion. I believe it's in between. Actually, that's a good question. Was it in between 6th or 7th Street? I forget where. It's not far from Chelsea. But all I know is that on 17th Street, I went to a church called Mount Zion. I have a baptism certificate to prove I went to that church. Okay? So I know all about that area. I know all about the village. I know all about the World Trade Center and that whole area and whatnot. I know all about Chinatown and that whole area over there. So you ain't intimidating me. You don't scare me. And I'm more hood than you, sir. Because I am quite sure about who and what I am. You, on the other hand, can't be so confident about that. Now, Hussy, since you need something to react to, according to you, I would want to befriend Jason because he's going to come into money. When I had my most heated time with these two, my most heated time with these two people was when he had $750,000. That was my most heated time with him, especially when you're dealing with two rich white people against one poor black man, G-Man. I mean, like, seriously, I'm gonna be rich. No, G-Man. You're gonna be poor. Nobody likes you in that neighborhood anyway. Go do your research, old man, before you get on here and talk about my topics. I'm sorry, before you talk about me. Okay, go do your research, because you, sir, don't know what you're talking about. And I found this other piece of video on your channel, this little part that you're going to talk about on here, to be very interesting, sir. Because you like to threaten people with lawsuits and all this other stuff. You're not worth threatening for a lawsuit. I don't want your Social Security check. Okay? I don't want your disability check. Okay? I don't want your hamburger money. All right? So I'm just going to put that. I'm not interested in that. If I want to deal with you, I'll deal with you like I deal with everybody else. I'll do it head on, man to half a man. Well, man to wannabe man. Can I really call you that? Because you might identify as a cat or a fox or something. Man to identifying as a fox. Or whatever it is that you confuse people believe. I don't know. Oh, your feelings getting hurt, Hussy? Or your feelings getting hurt? It's a good thing you don't know how to rap. You made a good decision deciding not to make a rap against me. You made the best decision. Or why don't you go to AI and ask AI to help you? I can use AI too. You ain't the only person that knows how to do that. Or why don't you get one of your channel supporters to actually fund you to make a rap against me? I'm begging you to make a rap against me. You'll stop responding to me so fast you won't know what happened after you hear the first 2 or 3 lines of what I'm going to say about you. Because you got this big bullseye on your face that says, attack me. You make it too easy for a person like me. Way too easy. I might go on the Drunken Pets, and I honestly might go on there, and I might actually include you in the ponage I'm planning on doing to those guys. That would be a lot of fun. I like to take my time when I do my thing. But anyway, no, I'm not contacting Jason. I'm not interested in his money. I would like for the guy to get his life together so he can get an apartment, get some masculinity, stop acting like a weirdo on here with his little ears and acting like he's something he's not. And I would like for him to act normal, genuine, not be a child abuser, be productive to our society. What's your next video going to be about, Hussy? Is your next video about G-Man going to be, well, G-Man's going to be friends with Shanny? Okay, let's say hypothetically speaking, that was true. G-Man was going to be friends with Shanny. G-Man was going to go out with Shanny. G-Man was going to date Shanny. Let's just say hypothetically speaking, that's true. Hussy, this is my response to that, okay? That is none of your business. Because by now, if people don't know how I feel about those two, they ain't never going to know. Did you not see the opening of this video? Like, what else do I got to do on here? Oh, I forgot. You want me to be a villain. You want people to hate me. You know, the last time I was hated on here, I kind of embarrassed several people in this community when I did that. Would you like a little taste of what happened? Because I can do that if you like. You want some tea? I'm going to give you some tea, sir. No. And it's nothing special. It ain't no like great tea or anything like that. I'm not gonna give you any anything like you haven't seen before. You know what I mean? Because you're so knowledgeable about everything. But it was this woman on this platform. Her name was Miss Parker. She's on this milk carton. GP knows all about her. She got on here and her audience paid her husband to come on here and talk smack about G-Man. I'm not going to play the rap, but I am going to show you the beginning of it so that you can know to whom I'm talking about.
I'm just going to speak up on what y'all don't know, but in regards to my wife,
people wives on here and they're not really married. That's the problem. They're not really married. You know? That's why when I got motivated enough, video pictures like this came out. Yeah, he wasn't married to her and he was cheating on Miss Parker. Destroyed that part of YouTube. Absolutely destroyed it. And I did it because it had to be done, because these people got to learn. If you mess with if you're going to come at me like the rest, and you're going to go down by the best. I don't think that's the way I was supposed to say it. So if you're going to come after me, sir, put some effort into your trash. Please, put some effort into your trash. Please, sir, put some effort into your trash. Stop coming on here with your little lipstick. And by the way, sir, red does not look good on you. Red does not look good on you. Neither does all that hair that come out the right here. That's not even yours. You probably look more like me. But to feel good about yourself, you have to have that hair coming all the way down to here. Oh, I should probably say this on his channel. Tragic. So when he tries to respond to this, the tragic will show up on here. So you can't respond to it because, you know, I'll respond to whoever I want. I don't care what the threat is. You know what I mean? Tragic. Tragic! But I want to show everybody this clip here real quick. Because this lady that's on here, who I don't think is really friends with Hussy no more. Hussy has a habit of losing friends quick. I believe he has a problem with this guy called Rebuildable Ryan. He's got a problem with the lady that's in this video that we're going to be talking about here in a minute. He doesn't know how to keep friends long. And it's only a matter of time. And I'm calling it right now. It's only a matter of time before him and Carrie are fighting. It's only a matter of time. It'll probably be Hussy's fault. But it's coming. It's coming. That guy can't keep a friend of if his life depended on it. All right. So how about this? I'm going to show everybody what I'm talking about here real quick. Okay. And we're going to take a look at a statement that's going to be made on Hussy's channel. Because, you know, Hussy's got to get that tea. Right.
I'll pretend I didn't hear.
That's what's going to constantly hurt them. They act like the things that they did on here just magically went away. As if I don't remember some of these people being friends and financially supporting some of these racists on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to just magically forget this stuff.
Hey, Shannon.
I can forgive it. But if you're going to start bringing up, well, you this is their argument. 3 minutes is going to come up, guys. You'll see what I'm talking about. The entire thing is just poorly done. Just like my G-Man, you were friends with Shani and Rev. Past tense. G-Man, you suck as a human being. I am sick and tired of being persecuted for being friends with Shani and Rev too, when I'm not friends with them no more. I'm getting sick and tired of that. If this continues, I'm going to start bringing up everybody's former friendships. I am dead serious. You're going to tell me I'm this terrible person because I used to be friends with them. I'm going to find out who your friends were, and I'm going to put a big magnifying glass on it. G-Man can't be reasoned with because G-Man was friends with Shani and Rev. You know, if somebody would, I'm gonna be straight up here for a minute.
He doesn't understand the difference, not.
If somebody would have said that to me during the GTV days, you want to know what I would have said back in response? First of all, let's go on what I know about this community here for a minute, okay? Some of the people in this community are former things. You think I wouldn't have brought that up?
Hey, Fallon, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing with the snow and all that?
All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh! Well, I haven't been out.
This is about to pick up. It's what the lady's gonna say that's making me want to respond to this. So let's get into this.
It hasn't stopped, and I think we're getting over a foot. We have about 15 inches, 16 inches so far.
Oh
Hussy
yeah,
down to me.
I'm snowed in. So
Yeah,
listen,
it's a lot.
I did a live yesterday, and then I'll hop down if you want me to.
No,
But
you're
I just want to let you know, this man,
Mhm.
G-Man,
Mhm.
he is definitely going to have to go to trial with them.
Really?
He's definitely going to have to go to trial with him because number one, he's a part of what's going on, like he of everything, and they're going to bring that up because they're not just going to condemn that house and not get any court records or documents. They're going to see everything that's gone on and who was involved. And by him not getting those kids help in the very beginning, and
Mhm.
saying that he's not responsible, he didn't see anything, you damn well heard what was going on.
So wait, so there's going to be a court case now?
They have to because they got charges against both of them, right? Like against one another.
There's
So
harassment. There's
yes,
harassment charges
yep,
on Shani against Rev and vice versa.
yeah. And so with that being said, the judge, if she or he is smart enough, will say, oh, okay, what else is going on? Oh, I see that there's a house being condemned. Oh, what happened to this? Like, and with the case against their kids, her kids, that's going to be brought up. So there's definitely he's digging himself a hole by not being quiet about everything, and by he's also digging a bigger case for them as well.
That's
You see,
interesting. I never
you
thought
see what
about
I'm
it.
getting to? I just figured this out last night because when I was doing my live, I was like, wow, you know what? He just keeps talking and yapping. And then, like, people are talking about, you guys up here, that live that was going on.
But here's the thing: if you're a mandated reporter, I did some research on this a couple of days ago. If you're
Okay.
a mandated reporter, then by law you're obligated to report
Yes.
neglect, physical abuse, so on and so forth. If you
Yes.
are not, you're not like obligated. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. I think in some states, it depends. It might be an obligation by law. But if I don't know in Philadelphia, I didn't continue doing the research on that. But if he's not a mandated reporter, what could they do to him?
Nothing.
Well, they can take him for his false ministry thing, because I believe that's false. I mean, how can he be on here practicing and preaching at the same time like that? And getting involved in a case that had child neglect in it and not doing anything, but he was there. He didn't do anything about it.
Mhm.
That's what makes sense to me. If you look at it like logistically, maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong about it, but I really believe that he's digging himself a hole and he better shut up because
Yeah, Hank, I think mandated. You emailed me. I'll check it after the stream.
okay.
Honey. Any mandated? Well, no. What was my question? There was a comment that was
Think about
made,
your life.
and
Come on.
I think it was Tank Girl. Yes, mandated reporters are required by law to say something.
Mhm.
But
See
my
something,
question,
say something.
my question is: if you're not a mandated reporter, is he held responsible?
Either way, he should be held responsible because of the age that those kids were, and the
Mhm.
condition the house is, and plus it being condemned. I mean, he was a part of that too. He knows everything. So the
Mhm.
judge is going to probably lean towards somebody that knows everything that was there, you know. I mean, that's just my opinion on what's going to happen. But
So even
yeah,
okay, so somebody says that case is closed. Um, the harassment charges is separate.
yeah. No, that it's totally right. They're totally right about that. But I mean, if he's coming on here
Mhm.
and he's causing the havoc that's going on here, somebody can report him
Mhm.
for doing all of this, like what's happening now in this video that you're playing,
Yeah.
and then that can be led into their case because he keeps bringing it up. about like the conditions and Shanny and Rev and how much money he sent them and gave them. I mean, because in reality, this dude is up to an agenda. He wants his money back. He wants his money back, and they're not giving it back. So he may go after the uncle at some point or the family member and get his money back.
I didn't wait. He asked for his money.
He wants his money back from. Remember that time that he was like, "I want my money back. You owe me for this. I did that." Yeah, I mean, that's still in his head. Then why the hell is he out here doing this?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things are coming to view. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and you guys can say it. But this is my opinion. I think this guy has an agenda. Why is he carping after you guys? Why is he gunning after you? For what reason?
Well, anyone that has a different opinion than him or wants to, he likes to go after, and he goes after them hard. And he'll threaten and all that stuff. And I think that's weird. To me, it's weird. Like, I don't understand. I'm entitled to feeling the way I feel. I think you know.
I literally should end this stream right now. Let these people think that what I just heard makes any sense. Let them take me to court and like just laugh as my testimony. Like just laugh. And then when I'm done laughing, play one video. That's it. Just one video. And then bust out laughing some more and have boogers coming out of my nose. But anyway, let's continue.
Like maybe they were paying you to keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. I think, you're saying I was defending you, and you expect more money for your phone bill.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as they stop giving you money,
I will give Hussy money. I need to go get physically. I need to go get help. Like, honestly, because Hussy's a moron and doesn't know what he's talking about. So let me okay. So okay. For the new people that are here, I'll take the time out to explain this, but you're going to get the quick condensed version. I refuse to sit here for 2 hours and explain this for the 100th trillionth time. All right. Why am I going out? Why do I have hostility towards Shanny and Rev? Woo! Okay. Hussy, hopefully you're paying attention because I usually do this on my other channel, but I think you're special. And I think that it's about time we actually did this the right way. The yellow school bus. Now, the reason why I got to talk to you like this is because you're talking like you know. And you're going by past videos that are not even in chronological order. Then you're just talking out of two sides of your butt. Ugh. By the way, go get some tissue and wipe it. So anyway, I was friends with Shanny and Rev up until the fact that they were living inside of the hotel. Maybe I should back up a little bit. When it was in Boulder, Colorado, I was making videos saying I didn't want the house. I didn't want the house. I didn't want the house. Then Jason said, G-Man, we did. You're wrong. Yada, yada, yada. We're going to give you back the house. And no. I learned my lesson from the first time. Okay. I wanted that in writing. And not only do I have the email to prove that I got it in writing, I got many emails proving that I got it in writing. Okay. This is the second time. So, I'll let Hussy try to understand that via the yellow bus, and everything and whatnot. So, let me see. And by the way, if you guys wrote the yellow bus or whatever, this ain't about you. This is about what I heard on Hussy's channel. So I'm really just attacking what was being said. And this is how I view it right now as an amateur hour on here, right? So, you all remember the video. I need help. I need some support. I need G-Man. Can somebody help me get my friend G-Man? Now, at that particular time, we were friends because, like I said, I had everything in writing. I had given them, I had contributed to, like I said, that dollar mess is a joke. I contributed about $2,000 towards getting a lawyer to be able to do all the paperwork so that the house can be transferred into my name. I'm friends with them at this particular point, right? So during this time, obviously, they left Colorado. They went to the uncle. The uncle kicked them out after like about 2 weeks. Then they went to my house, which they stayed there for about almost 2 years. And then they, y'all know what happened with that, with him being on court. No. Actually, he ain't going to court yet. I put them in a hotel because I'm not stupid. I know how these two are, especially that Shanny. I spent enough time around that woman to know how she is. Got them in that hotel. Told them I was gonna do what I was gonna do. I'm not going into details about that. I already done that a trillion times on old videos. You can go take a look at that. And you know, they got kicked out of the hotel because they couldn't afford the money or whatever, and then they went back to the uncle's. And at this particular time, we was going now when they went back to the when it was inside the hotel and before they got kicked out, we were going back and forth because Shanny didn't like the fact that I was making fun of burnt toast. Because she was activating all kinds of things, and the other people in that community was activating all kinds of things, and she didn't like the fact that her name got brought up into it, and that I was trying to defend. You can look at all the stuff on XS Archive. No, not on XS Archive. You can go look at her Twitch streams. I don't think that's on XS Archive. I think it's on the Twitch streams. Shanny on Twitch or whatever. So you see her going at me, and I warn them, and I tell them to stop doing that. Then they go after me again because I'm not going to be paying for somebody's hotel room, and they're coming after me on YouTube. You know what I mean? Then we ultimately had that fight. And I stopped paying for the hotel room. Everybody was like, oh, gee, man. Then I started spilling all of the beans about what happened when they lived on the side of the house and everything. Now, this is the truth, Hussy, okay? This is what actually happened. It's amazing what happens when you do your research. And you know what happened. That's why I am never afraid to go to court with a bunch of gossipers. I'm never afraid of that. You want to know why? There's 100% of the truth, and then there's YouTube. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about that. Oh, my stuff is documented and backed up. All right. So, and plus I can always retell the story again on another YouTube channel and on another YouTube channel and on another YouTube channel. I have no problem with that. Not to mention a lot of this stuff is on archive channels too. So you go archive, guys. So the information's out there in chronological order, mind you. So, I was going after them because Shanny didn't like the fact that I was saying some stuff about burnt toast. She didn't think I should have been saying those kind of things. So I kind of clapped back, and then she clapped back at me. Friendship over. And we talked about why and everything and whatnot. Shanny and Rev did some stuff to me. They said some stuff about me. I told everybody most of the stuff that was going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? There's people in here that will back me up on that. Some of them will try to be revisionist, and I can't wait for them to do it because then I'll unprivate some of these videos and I'll prove that some people in here should not be trusted. So don't try me. Just don't try me. All right? Because the videos are here. I ain't delete them. They're on private. Okay? So that's why I was going after them. I mean, Hussy, you're not black. You don't know what it's like to get called the N-word over and 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 over again. So, you know, naturally, I'm going to be kind of mad about that. You know what I mean? Now, my story hasn't changed one time regarding Shanny, Rev, and my relationship to those kids. And by the way, I believe in that video that you took down, you coward. You were sitting there saying, gee, man, why do you keep bringing up shit? You know, what's up with the hypocrisy here on YouTube? Sir, you getting on here in that video that you took down because you're too much of a coward to actually deal with me in real time. Right? Check the chat, make sure he's not asking for the link. Because I love me a good fight. Let me see something here. Let me see. Oh, Hussy's not in my chat. See, Hussy wants me to come to Hussy's channel. Hussy don't want to come on my channel for a fair fight. You don't want to do that. You know what I mean? But don't worry, Hussy. Don't worry. When you're ready to be a real, whatever the heck you identify as, we can come over here and we can talk about this, okay? I don't want to insult you or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I'm a him, his, him, male. You know what I mean? We'll let you know. And that's always going to be my thing. Constantly. Never going to change. Never, 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 never. But on that channel, you said, gee, man, why do you keep bringing up the kids? I think I've earned the right to talk about whoever I want on here until I am specifically asked to stop. Now think about it. Okay? Unlike you, Hussy, there's a difference between me and you. I think you talked to William and Zachary on the phone, I think. William on the phone, right? You probably had a good conversation over the phone. Oh, we love you kids. We think you kids are so awesome. We think you kids reek of awesomeness. Oh, you poor kids went through it. You shitty. I didn't just talk to them on the phone. I was there in person. So my question is this. Who is this Rudy Poo to tell me who I can talk about on my channel? No. G-smack time. You want to take me to court because I'm doing this metaphorically to you? Go ahead. You ain't going to get nothing and you ain't going to win. Because you're a loser and a moron. And if you ain't careful, I'm going to give you a nickname like the Barracuda. I don't take fools like you seriously, sir. I just don't, okay? The fact of the matter is that I was around them in their real life. Who are you to tell me who I can talk about, who I can't talk about? Sir, let me ask you a question. Why are you talking about them? Why are you talking? You're so late in all of this, it's not even funny. And everybody can tell. Everybody can tell. Why are you talking about them? What business is any of this of yours? Well, gee, man, I have the right to react to what I actually see. Fine. Go ahead and react. But guess what? Ding! Maybe you should think before you speak. You ever thought of that before, Hussy? Or maybe you should think before you allow people to come on your channel and blah, 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 and not know the consequences for it. They crack me up. No, not they. Not they. I'm going to focus on Hussy. Hussy cracks me up. Hussy thinks because he ain't got nothing else to talk about. Let's just face it. He just doesn't. When I ain't got nothing to talk about, I don't make no videos. You guys ever notice that? When I ain't got nothing to talk about, I don't make any videos. When I got something to talk about, I get on here and I talk about those things. Hussy gets bored. Hussy's got to make up stuff out of thin air about yours truly. I ain't trying to contact Jason. I ain't trying to find out, where he is because he's got money coming in. Okay, I'm not trying to marry Shani. I'm not trying to get her pregnant. I'm not trying to do any of this stupid stuff that you might suggest. And the key word there is might suggest on his YouTube platform. This is called a first round knockout, Hussy. Get used to it. Because I don't have second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and 10th rounds and all of that. I don't have those. I take people out like you quickly. Now, there's some other people in here that might take a little bit longer. Maybe I got to play the long game. You like that term, right? The long game, right? But with you, please, sir, it's already done. G-smack 101. Hussy, you are free to talk about me on your YouTube channel whenever you want. You are free to make a fool out of yourself on your YouTube channel whenever you want. Do yourself a favor, you uneducated GED nitwit. Get something called a disclaimer on your YouTube channel. That way, when somebody says something on your platform, you are not held responsible for what a person says on your channel. You uneducated GED having moron. Okay? You would know this if you wasn't watching TV all day. You probably just sit around, oh, what's the latest gossip? What's the latest gossip? What's the latest gossip? What's the latest gossip? Some of us have jobs, some of us are busy. Just saying. I'm just saying. So you sitting in your room saying a bunch of stupid stuff and then, I'm going to take down the video because G-Man's going to give me a G-smack because you're too much of a coward to actually deal with me. What you'll probably do tomorrow is do a stream. G-Man, why don't you come in here? It'll be like 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, or you'll email me. G-Man, why don't you come in here, G-Man? We're in the room talking. Why don't you come in here? I got a life, G-Man. I was on the toilet when you made your video, G. Whatever excuse you want to make. The fact of the matter is, I'm live. People are contacting you. You know what I'm doing right now. Okay? You couldn't handle me when I was in your room. Can you imagine if you had to come to my room? Everybody on here knows what happened. Everybody on here knows what's going to happen. You're going to get schooled, sir. Because my audience here knows more about the correct history Obviously more so than you. And quite frankly, I'm getting sick and tired of telling the same story over and over because I am not going to change my story. You said I could have did more, and I so abused. And if I see an empty refrigerator, I need to call CPS. If I see an empty refrigerator, I need to call. I mean, especially with the. Do you guys know that that $100 only gets you about maybe 7 to 8 items in your bag when you go food shopping? Maybe I should go CPS on the whole entire country right now. So stupid this guy sounds. I gave them a roof over their head. That wasn't enough. Bought them food. That wasn't enough. Bought them clothes. That wasn't enough. What else do you want from my life? I mean, as if it's any of your business, Hussy. I think you're jealous because I didn't do any of these things for you. Then you said in your video that G-Man didn't have. No. Wait. What did he say? He said that G-Man had to. That G-Man didn't have to. What did he say? G-Man didn't have to buy them anything. The only time you have to do something is when you do it yourself. He said, or whatever. It's too bad I can't let you hear the audio himself because Hussy's too much of a coward that he took down his video, put it on private, or made it impossible for anybody to find because Hussy knew that G-Smack was coming. Going live, but so he probably just made the stream so he can get a couple of super chats and then take it down because he likes lying about people. Because really, my favorite phrase for Hussy is, anybody else who makes these lies is to say, prove it. That's all I got to do is say, prove it, and they can't do it. I thought I wasn't live no more. What the heck is this? Where's Hussy's channel? Let's see something here. LoudMouth. I thought I wasn't Hussy. Live no more. What the heck is this? Here we go. Let's see if we put the video back up there so we can actually respond to this thing properly. Coward didn't want none of that sauce. He took that video down. He didn't want none of that sauce. Some people wanted me to respond to Gentleman Pioneer. I ain't got to respond to Gentleman. Let me tell you guys a little secret about Gentleman Pioneer. If it's a GP, as you guys know him. If I want to talk to Gentleman Pioneer, I have 2 options. I can either, number 1, call him on my phone because I have his phone number. Or number 2, I can have dinner with him or have lunch with him since we're not that far from each other. Well, Hussy, GP, I guess he didn't know that we knew each other. Yeah, you got me on that one. You got me on that. I didn't know that he knew you, Hussy. I didn't know that. But I promise you this, Hussy, I know more about GP than you do. You think you know about GP. But I know a lot more about that guy than you do. Some things just stay with me because I'm a man on my word, and I'm not. He knows this. I'm a man on my word, and I'm never gonna give away that man's secrets. Also, CPS was already aware of the situation and involved. It took Jason getting arrested for hitting Zachary and then getting back to the house in order to get the kids removed because Shanny's a moron. Shanny should have never let him back in there. What would have happened is this. I would have put Shanny in. Well, actually, what would I would have did in that situation? Because, okay, so let me tell you what my dilemma was in that particular situation for the people that don't know. They were both staying in the house, and obviously a lot of you know that Jason was the one that gave me the house. Shanny didn't give me nothing. But I was still friends with him. And I even told Shanny will back me up on this. I even told Shanny that the kids ain't going nowhere. The kids can stay here. And because you're their mother, you can stay here. Ask her. She'll tell you. Your eyes willing. And I'll tell you, they were standing there when I said that. But I told her if she didn't want Jason here, when he knocks on the door, don't open the door. She was supposed to go to court, and he was supposed to go to jail for a while. She didn't go to court. Y'all all know the story. So I was in a difficult position when he came back. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, that Shanny didn't want to be with him no more, and the kids felt unsafe and they didn't want him in there. What I was prepared to do was either put one of them in a hotel or make a room in the basement or in the attic and tell them not to interact with each other. And if they did, I would throw everybody out. Because I was kind of mean back then. You know what I mean? And I also had to be mindful of the neighbors and how loud they were when they argued and all of that stuff and whatnot. So it wasn't like I was living there. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that scenario could have caused. But the fact of the matter is, she accepted him. They ended up staying together. The kids didn't like it, and you guys all know the story or whatever. So that's coming from somebody who was there, not somebody who heard it through the grapevine. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. That's all you are, Hussy. And this is just the facts. You heard it through the grapevine, my friend. You heard it through the grapevine. See, when I go live, there's a difference between me and you, sir. You heard it through the grapevine. I tells it like it is, because a lot of that was some of the stuff that was, I was either there or I was on the phone or I was knowledgeable of it. Some of it, you know what I mean? But now you're gonna say, you see, G-Man, that's proof of abuse. We're gonna, you know, oh. And this is the other thing that I want to respond to. That lady that was in the video said, by the way, I'm putting this all on Hussy because Hussy allowed this to be on his channel, right? She said that if they go to court and if they're smart, all parties who was involved is going to have to go in there and testify, and I'm going to get in trouble because G-Man talks too much. Let me tell you why that's not a smart statement, okay? Number one, I don't change my story. My story is going to remain consistent. I know enough about the law to know what they're going to say when they found out they lived there rent-free. Their food was bought for them, clothing was bought for them, and I wasn't there. I already know it's going to be said. It was on their best behavior when I was there. At least that's what I thought. Anyway. It's like, hey, G-Man, just keep talking. We're going to use what you got. That only works if I change my story. I'm not changing my story. I'm not changing my story. Now, this happened a while ago. Might have forgot like a detail or two. But the point of the matter is that I'm not changing on the story. So if you think I'm afraid to go to court over what those two did, nah, I'm not worried about it. But G-Man, he had wet brain. He didn't know what he was doing when he gave you the house for $1. Again, check out my past videos on that, because that is the most, like I said, that is the most uninformed statement a person can make. Because if you look at the eviction videos, especially when Shani and me are arguing with each other at the top of our lungs, watch the end of that video. Jason's talking to me. Jason is just obeying who? Shani. And Shani is the one saying she gave it to me, not Jason. Talking about that first time. Shani's the one saying that she gave it to me. She get, and then they would make videos later on saying, well, what's his is mine, what's mine is hers, or whatever. That was the first time. The second time I wasn't trying to hear that. I wanted everything in writing, and I got everything in writing. I did not receive the house when he was wet brained. I didn't own it when he was wet brained. I owned it years after that. So Hussy, know your role, and you know what? What you need to do is to know your role, shut your mouth, or G-Man is going to check you into the SmackDown Hotel. We don't need to do this no more, do we? Well, I'm going to lay off the smack of down. Oh, you probably would like that, Hussy. That's the problem. You probably would like that. Kind of a pointless video. This is all old history. It isn't going to court. Hussy only knows what Carrie tells him. And Hussy don't know anything. Carrie knows more than Hussy. And I ain't know more than Carrie because obviously I was there. So, you know, that's not a knock on nobody or nothing like that. It's just I know more. I just know more. And I can actually back it up with actual receipts. Not what Fundy Archive and all them put on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about like actual receipts. So I want to put that out there. But anyway, if Hussy, if you believe you have a case against G-Man in any way whatsoever, if you believe that you have a case against G-Man, against him making a video response to your stupidity on YouTube, if you believe that you have a case against G-Man because you think that I should have did more. If you think you have a case against G-Man because perhaps my hair is too low and not high enough. If you think you have a case against G-Man because G-Man prefers chocolate cake over vanilla cake, or I prefer strawberry shortcake over pineapple upside down cake, which is not really true. I prefer pineapple upside down cake over strawberry shortcake. But perhaps you think I prefer yogurt over ice cream, and you're offended by it. By all means, just invite me over there to the village. I'll come to the village. We can all go to the YMCA together, and we can all talk about this like adults. And then you can take me to the people's court, or you can take me to the midgets court, or you can go take me to the hussy court, or you can come take me to the village court, whatever court you feel like taking me to. You can take me to the clown court. I don't care where you take me. Fact of the matter is, you're going to lose in every last one of them with extreme prejudice, because you don't know what you're talking about, old man. By the way, Hussy, I've been meaning to say this to you for a while. If you're going to walk around here and pretend like you're a girl, could you do me a solid? Could you just get a shaver? Get a shave or something like that first? Just shave first, shave it all off. If you're going to try to play the role, shave it off first. Chowderhead. All right, let me see something here. I agree. He is just dumb. That's how I feel about Hussy. He is just dumb. Yep, he would never come on my channel because he knows what he don't want that G smack. He don't want that G smack. Oh no, I'm not worried about him. He might take me to court because I'm talking about him. Hussy's already broke many laws talking about me already by lying about me and slandering me. So I don't care what that roadie poo has to say. Let me tell you guys something about us Jersey Cityans. We don't care. We don't care. And he can actually sue me for something. That's the funny thing. But The Rock says, don't sing it, bring it. I would love to meet you in person, Hussy, so I can laugh at you in person. You don't know who you're dealing with. That's the problem. You ain't the only person that knows the law, sir. Not even close. I can have all them videos on your channel talking about me taking down like that. You moron. Oh, man. Let me see something here. Let me see. What else we got about Hussy? Okay. Shannon lost parental rights to her youngest, and her oldest is now 18. It's completely irrelevant to anything current as far as legal standings go. I know, but still, I want to let everybody know that that Hussy doesn't know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Hussy really doesn't know what he's talking about. That's why Hussy should be happy I don't even go to his channel and debate. Can you imagine if this was a debate? And Hussy, where you get your information from? Fundy Archives. Where you get your information, Hussy? I get my information from XX Archives. Okay. Now, when XX Archives go off, what do you know? Only what's told to me. What's up? Hey, G-Man from Woodstock, Georgia. How you doing? This is the guy who left the first comment on my channel. All right, how you doing? Oh, okay. He just likes dressing up. Oh, okay. He likes dressing up. Does he ever put on a suit or a tie? Does he ever wear a power suit? Does he ever wear jeans? Does he ever wear a manly attire? Like, like a tank top or whatever, he showed them guns. Does he ever do that? Does he ever wear shorts and like a basketball jersey and show everybody his crossover moves and his jumper? Does he ever do that? Hussy, go find somebody else to play with, because you just got owned.